Today we celebrate the dedicated service of Councilmember Jeff MacIntosh, who has served the Northwest Ward with vision, determination, and a strong commitment to progress. As he steps down from his role as City Council member, we reflect on the incredible impact he's made across Winston-Salem. Councilmember MacIntosh championed extensive renovations at Haynes Park, overseeing 2 phases of improvements that have revitalized this beloved community space. Understanding the power of collaboration, he played a key role in merging SciWorks with the Children's Museum, creating Collidium and helping bring it downtown, a true hub of learning and exploration for families.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem.
He was a champion for the development of Marshall Park, another keystone in downtown development. His focus on enhancing public spaces didn't stop there. He worked tirelessly on completing 2nd Street Park and restoring historic Spring Park, all while securing critical funding for the Cross-Nor land deal. Transportation and accessibility have also been central to his vision. He supported the conversion of 1st and 2nd Streets to 2-way traffic in Holly Avenue. As chair of the Public Works Committee and member of the Finance Committee, Jeff made substantial strides to increase the city's budget allocation for essential maintenance, enhancing the quality of life for all residents. He also secured more funding for the Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership, contributing to a vibrant downtown community. Thank you, Councilmember Jeff MacIntosh.
Jeff!
Resolution expressing appreciation to the Honorable Jeff MacIntosh for his service as council member. Whereas Mr. Jeff MacIntosh has served as a council member for the City of Winston-Salem since December 2013, representing the Northwest Ward. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh earned a Bachelor of Arts in Economics from Wake Forest University in 1980 and acquired a North Carolina real estate license in 1985. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh has been a strong advocate for sound public policy, serving in key roles such as Chair of the Public Works Committee, Vice Chair of the Public Safety Committee, and as a member of the Finance Committee. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh played a key role in securing the final funding for the 92-acre conservation easement on the Cross-Nor land, helping to secure the largest urban green space in Winston-Salem for future generations. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh advocated for the renovations of several parks, including Haynes Park, 2nd Street Park, and Spring Park. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh tirelessly championed the construction of Marshall Park in downtown Winston-Salem, which was completed in April of 2023. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh served on the Collidium Board and played a significant role in the merger of SciWorks and the Children's Museum into Collidium, which opened in downtown facility in 2023. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh's knowledge and experience in real estate development has proven invaluable as the city considered complex real estate projects to ensure that the city and the residents were well protected as a financial package was structured. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh has served on the board of the North Carolina League of Municipalities and previously on the board of Preserve Historic Forsyth, while also serving as president of the Holly Avenue Neighborhood Association, where he facilitated traffic changes on Holly Avenue. And whereas Councilmember MacIntosh has provided valuable leadership in advocating for affordable housing, completion of public works capital projects, improved policies for street resurfacing, historic preservation, progressive planning policies, and refocusing city efforts on public transit. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Winston-Salem hereby honor and express great appreciation to Councilmember Jeff MacIntosh for his dedicated public service, his engaged involvement with the Winston-Salem community, and his commitment to a well-being of all its residents.
Is there a motion?
So move.
Second. Motion by Mayor Pro Tem, second by Councilmember Clark. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
All right,
No.
Jeff.
Jeff, on behalf of the City Council and the citizens of Winston-Salem, we thank you for your service to the city and your great leadership, and you made a special place on this council. We're going to miss you and wish you the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Neighbor.
I've been told my best speeches are my really short ones, so I'm going to keep to that. As I said earlier in the other room, very few things that I've done in this council have been things that I've done alone. Most are done with the support of staff and my other council members and the mayor. So I want to thank everybody that I've worked with over the 11 years I've been on council, and I think I'm leaving the council in good hands. So keep up the good work. I'm still going to be in the community, so look forward to seeing you all in the future. Thank you.
Item, please.
Item H3, resolution expressing appreciation to the Honorable John Larson.
As Councilmember John Larson wraps up his time on City Council, the South Ward has seen transformation. Thanks to his vision and leadership over the years, he has worked tirelessly to improve the lives of his constituents and preserve the character of the neighborhoods he holds dear. One of his major accomplishments was securing a $13 million investment in Old Salem. This funding helped revitalize the area with upgraded street lighting, enhanced stormwater management, new trees, and smooth paved roads, ensuring Old Salem remains a vibrant and welcoming destination for residents and visitors alike. He also spearheaded the renovation of the Old Salem Strollway, a key connector through this historic district. His commitment to recreation and parks was evident in his efforts to breathe a new life into community spaces. He led renovations to Washington Park, Hobby Park, and Granville Park, while also ensuring that Parkland Swimming Pool opened, providing a vital resource for families in the area. Safety was a top priority as well. Fire Station 13 opened in May of 2023. This new facility not only ensured faster response times, but also strengthened the city's ability to protect its growing communities in an effort to preserve and promote Winston-Salem's rich history. Councilmember Larson was instrumental in acquiring the former federal bankruptcy building to house the Muse Museum. This future museum will showcase the city's cultural heritage and serve as a center for education and community engagement, a champion for our veterans. He worked tirelessly to make Veterans Day a recognized city holiday. He fought consistently to protect the unique character of South Ward communities, ensuring that development respected the needs of residents while also creating opportunities for growth. Thank you, John Larson, for your unwavering commitment to our community. Your work has made Winston-Salem a better place for all.
Hang on, we're going to read the resolution.
Whereas Mr. John C. Larson began serving the South Ward as a city council member in December 2016 and diligently served in this capacity for 8 years. And whereas Councilmember Larson attended the University of South Carolina, where he earned a bachelor's and master's degrees in history. And whereas Councilmember Larson served as a captain in the United States Army from 1972 to 1975 and championed the city's recognition of Veterans Day as an official city holiday. And whereas Councilmember Larson has served on various committees, including the Peter Oliver Pavilion Committee, Public Works Committee, Southeast Gateway Planning Committee, Business 40 Design Committee, Vice Chair of the Public Safety Committee, Piedmont Triad Regional Council, Creative Corridor Board, and Keep Winston-Salem Beautiful. And whereas Councilmember Larson was a strong advocate for sustainability and was instrumental in the reactivation of the Sustainability Committee. And whereas Councilmember Larson also served on the Old Salem Area Security Council, WSFC Historic Properties Commission, Wachovia Historical Society, and Moravian Archives Board. And whereas Councilmember Larson has strongly supported Old Salem, accomplishing substantial upgrades to the Old Salem infrastructure, renovation of the Old Salem Strollway, and advocating for the Molly Light crossing at Salem Creek. And whereas Councilmember Larson has worked consistently to protect neighborhoods and enhance parks, his efforts include renovations to Washington Park, Hobby Park, and Granville Park, and helped establish a micro park in the Conoke neighborhood. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and the city council of the city of Winston-Salem hereby honor and express great appreciation for Councilmember John C. Larson for his dedicated public service, his engaged involvement with the Winston-Salem community, and his commitment to the well-being of all its residents.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Scipio, seconded by Councilmember Taylor. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's unanimous. On behalf of the council and the citizens of Winston-Salem, we greatly thank you for your service to the city of Winston-Salem and to the city council and your many years of service to this community. We wish you the very best.
Thank you, sir. Sit down. Sit down for just a moment. My legs don't listen to what my mind says. It's sort of common. Everybody's saying these days, you can talk all you want, but nobody's going to listen to you anymore. I thank you for this award, this recognition. As Jeff MacIntosh says, it's not me that's getting recognized, it's the team of the city that's allowing this to happen. Long before I came on city council, I worked with people in planning and people in sanitation and people in streets to create some special place of Old Salem. And now on city council, I've been able to do some more with the same people in a different way, sort of way. And I appreciate planning department and sanitation and public works, and the police department, the fire department, and go on, the attention that they've given us. We have a great city here. Just look around, know how, you don't have to look far to see what we accomplished here that are not being accomplished elsewhere in the state. And it's something I think we can all take pride in as we walk around and drive around this city and know what a wonderful place we have here. And I appreciate the contribution that each of you is making simply by coming out tonight for as an example of how much you care about what's going on here. So thank you very much for all that you do. And I appreciate the recognition that I'm receiving tonight. Thank you.
Item H4.
Item H4, resolution expressing appreciation to the Honorable Kevin Munday.
As the Southwest Ward bids farewell to one of its most dedicated city council members, we look back on the lasting impact Kevin Munday has made during his years of service. Councilmember Munday made history as Winston-Salem's first openly LGBTQ plus city council member, paving the way for inclusivity and equal rights for all. One of his proudest achievements was championing the passage of the city's non-discrimination ordinance, a landmark effort to ensure protection and dignity for every resident, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. Under his leadership, the city embraced a greener future, the Natural Landscape Ordinance. He helped develop encourages the creation of pollinator gardens and native plantings, promoting both environmental sustainability and aesthetic beauty. His commitment to green energy was clear in both policy and action. He not only supported renewable energy initiatives, but also led by example using zero-emission vehicles in the annual Winston-Salem Holiday Parade, furthering the city's efforts to reduce its carbon footprint and build a more sustainable future. In Ardmore, he facilitated direct conversations between local residents, the Winston-Salem Police Department, and the DOT, addressing traffic concerns leading to vital pedestrian safety improvements throughout the area. Councilmember Munday's time on City Council has been defined by a passion for service, a commitment to sustainability, and a dedication to making Winston-Salem a better, more inclusive place for all. Thank you, Councilmember Munday, for your leadership, your advocacy, and your unwavering dedication to the people of Winston-Salem.
Whereas Mr. Kevin Munday began serving the Southwest Ward as a council member for the city of Winston-Salem in December of 2020 and served in this capacity for 4 years. And whereas Councilmember Munday has been a resident of Winston-Salem since 1987 and is a native of Aiken, South Carolina. Whereas Councilmember Munday earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Government and Spanish from Wofford College and an International MBA from the University of South Carolina. And whereas Councilmember Munday was notably the first openly LGBTQ+ member of the City Council, playing a key role in developing a citywide non-discrimination ordinance to protect the rights of diverse communities. And whereas Councilmember Munday diligently worked with various development partners to bring affordable housing initiatives to the Southwest Ward. And whereas Councilmember Munday has served as a member of the Public Safety Committee and in that role worked with DOT and the Winston-Salem Police Department to establish a direct dialogue about traffic safety concerns, resulting in multiple pedestrian safety enhancements in the Ardmore community. And whereas Councilmember Munday has served as an advocate for green energy, taking steps to improve the city's efforts to decrease its carbon footprint by using zero carbon emissions transportation for the annual Winston-Salem Holiday Parade. And whereas Councilmember Munday has also represented the city of Winston-Salem by serving as a board member of the Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership, Caladium, and PART, and an advisor and city liaison to Pride Winston-Salem. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and the city council of the city of Winston-Salem hereby honor and express great appreciation to Councilmember Kevin Munday for his dedicated public service, his engaged involvement with the Winston-Salem community, and his commitment to the well-being of all its residents.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mayor Pro Tem, seconded by Councilmember Scipio. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's unanimous.
Service. Even though it's only been one term, you made a big difference for our community, led us in a good direction many times, and we appreciate your great service.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I can say it's been an honor, and I can say it's been one of the most educational experiences of my life. I came into this job thinking I knew everything about Winston-Salem, and I was wrong. There are always challenges. There are things we don't know, but my colleagues here and the staff here have helped me learn so many things that I could be of service to the citizens in the Southwest Ward and throughout the city. But one thing that hasn't changed in 4 years, we have a lot of opportunity, we have a lot of obstacles, and we have a lot of resources that we can bring to bear. So everyone work together to make that happen, please.
Kevin.
Item H5, please.
Item H5, resolution honoring City Attorney Angela Ingram Carmon. Whereas Winston-Salem City Attorney Angela Ingram Carmon is retiring December 31st, 2024, after nearly 36 years of service to the city. And whereas Ms. Carmon received her Bachelor of Arts degree from Howard University in 1984, graduating as a member of Phi Beta Kappa, and her Juris Doctorate from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill in 1987. And whereas Ms. Carmon joined the City of Winston-Salem as an assistant city attorney in 1988, where she provided her expertise in matters involving human resources, code enforcement, and nuisance abatement. And whereas in 2008, Ms. Carmon was named city attorney, becoming the first African-American and female city attorney for the City of Winston-Salem. And whereas, under Carmon's leadership, the City Attorney's Office helped the city obtain legislation, including but not limited to affordable housing for the sale of city-owned lots, local economic development, minimum housing code enforcement, and abandoned vehicles. She and her staff have prepared thousands of contracts, including, but not limited to, downtown development agreements like that with Mass General, reimbursement agreements like that with Wake Forest University Health Sciences, and economic development agreements providing city council approved incentives and clawbacks like that with Caterpillar, Bunzel, Nellapack, and Tex Tech. Under her leadership, the City Attorney's Office has filed on behalf of the city a number of lawsuits, including but not limited to Chapter 19 nuisance abatement lawsuits, and successfully defended the city in countless litigation matters, including but not limited to the lawsuit brought by the United Daughters of the Confederacy. And whereas Ms. Carmon has been an active member of the North Carolina Association of Municipal Attorneys, having served on its board of directors and on the association's Legislative Action Committee, and having been the recipient of the Ball Bluestein Award for her valuable contributions to the field of municipal law in 2024. In 1987, Ms. Carmon received the Commissioner's Award in recognition of her accomplishments as a former resident of properties owned or managed by the Housing Authority of the City of Winston-Salem. She was also recognized as one of Black Business Inc.'s Power 100 honorees in 2024. Ms. Carmon has served on the United Way's Women Leadership Council and has spoken at events to enrich other municipal attorneys. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and City Council of the City of Winston-Salem hereby honor Ms. Angela Ingram Carmon and express their deepest gratitude for her years of dedicated service to the citizens of Winston-Salem and wish her much luck and happiness in her well-deserved retirement.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
So moved by Councilmember Clark, second by Councilmember Taylor. Mayor Pro Tem was going to do that, but she was crying. She couldn't do it. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's unanimous. Kept us out of trouble, kept us going in the right direction in all ways, so make sure we're doing things the right way.
Angela! Angela!
I will try not to cry. Thank you all, Mayor Pro Tem, and City Council for allowing me to serve first as an Assistant City Attorney for the City of Winston-Salem, then as City Attorney, as Chief Legal Counsel for the city. As most of you all know, my journey from Main Street in Kimberly was very intentional. I first became, introduced to the City of Winston-Salem through the city's Human Relations Department back then, and became engaged with a wonderful group of folks, city employees. And as I've come to oversee or see over the years, the city employees here are just as wonderful today as they were back then. You have a great group of employees to be proud of. I'm also proud of my staff, many of whom are here. I'd like for them to stand up.
Yeah!
All that I have accomplished for the city of Winston-Salem has been through the support of my staff and other city employees. One thing I can promise you all, come January 1st of 2025, you will no longer receive 2 a.m. emails from me or legal updates in the middle of the night. It truly has been an honor to serve as your city attorney, and I will miss you all. While I will not go far, and you may see me on occasion, I trust that I am leaving you with a staff that's well prepared, and based upon the announcement that's to occur with G5, I'm happy that you all have chosen my replacement and who that person will be. So thank you all again. It's been wonderful.